All right,
All
Lewis,
right.
let's talk about all the features coming to iOS 18 and how AI is going to make our lives so much better than they currently are.
I'll just let the silver-tongued and silver-haired Craig Federighi explain it in one short sentence. iOS 18 is a big release that delivers more ways to customize your iPhone, stay connected, and relive special moments. That's
Uh,
what three things. It does three things. It's the Apple way. Here are three things that this does.
all right, well, let's
Uh,
move on.
we're done.
Okay.
Let's see. For some specifics, let's see. Photos app. He said it is the biggest photos redesign ever. AI photo editing tools allow for customization and organization. Like putting together folders or whatever, or bringing together images from. I mean, there's always some of this stuff in this already, right? But uh, somehow left out of our write up here in the notes is the fact that it's going to allow you to clean up images like zap. I love the picture they had, the example picture they had of people on the beach with like some joker in the background with a metal detector. So it's just like boom, tap it, gone, disappeared. That's all great stuff. All kinds of things, all kinds of apps already do that, but it'll be nice to have that built into the Photos app. Let's see, Messages app, text effects, which let you I don't know. It's kind of like the tap back effects that already exist for certain things, but the words can jiggle. There's going to be a certain preset kind of things that so you can make your text messages extra eye catching. The tap back feature that I just mentioned, that thing, that's the thing that lets you put like a gray heart or a thumbs up or whatever on a reply, right,
Dude,
to a thing.
they needed to overhaul the system for adding emojis to messages forever. Like that, I don't know how they arrived at the decision to give you like 5 options for your message replies.
And gray, and they
And
were always
Gray,
gray.
one of the
Yeah.
worst implementations of emoji reactions I've seen anywhere in the tech world, and so they
I
finally fixed it.
I remember the first time I saw that, I was like, "What? Why is that gray?" It's just weird, right? I mean, anyway, so now they're going full color in iOS 18, and you can reply with any emoji. It's just gonna be way different, way better. Let's see. You're gonna be able to schedule messages to be sent later. That's gonna be awesome.
Pretty
And
useful,
this,
if you don't want to
yeah,
bug someone at
no,
12 a.m.
it's great.
Yeah.
It's actually super. Now that this is like the way that everybody communicates every single thing in the world now, it's taken over email. This is the way. It's very useful. You can say, hey, because I find myself doing that all the time. Like I gotta send this text to this person, but oh my god, it's midnight. Anyway, so that'll be nice. Let's see. The last thing, and this was for some reason Leander wrote the post about this. He put this in the headline like it was the most exciting thing. It is interesting. Satellite messaging is going to be available in iOS 18, which works the same way as like the emergency SOS via satellite thing does. So if you're somewhere where you got no cell service, you can still send and receive text, which is kind of wild.
Yeah, it's cool.
Let's see. Oh my God. We have only just started.
You're doing great.
Okay.
Keep going.
Home screen customization as somewhat as described. You're going to be able to change up your home screen a lot. You're going to be able to move the icons around. The grid is gone. You can put them wherever you want. They did a nice way of showing like, oh, you can use this with a photo so that the stupid app icons don't, cover up the fun parts of the photo. There's also a way to recolor icons. You can go with light icons or dark icons, color tinted icons. This was kind of different from the rumors. The rumors I heard was like, oh, it's going to be like you can tint all your bank apps green, or you can take all your social media apps that make you angry and make them red, right? But no, it's just like one color, right? System wide, as far as I could tell from the demo.
I think
And
it's cool, but it does kind of create some funky looks to the icons. I think. Like, I don't think they look better when you color them.
I saw quite a few negative remarks about that on X.
The all new.
It's worth pointing out that third-party apps only have limited support for that. App developers will need to upload a new version of their app icon to make it work with iOS 18 and make it look really good. So right now, it's only Apple apps that do it really well at this point.
Okay, let's see. Control Center, everybody's favorite underutilized way of getting into all the things that are most important.
Speak for yourself. It's appropriately utilized in my world. I use it all the time.
I love it. I know tons of people who are like, what's that?
Yeah.
They never use it. I mean, it's shocking. But anyway, it's going to be fully customizable, which is also very exciting, right? You can add and remove toggle switches from a new controls gallery, organize buttons across multiple different pages of a control center, with the easy swipe that looked very slick. Let's see. Control API is going to let third-party developers add their own buttons.
Nice. Mm-hmm.
Totally awesome. Because I use it all the time too, man. I use Control Center all the
Me too.
time. And I didn't quite understand this last part. You use the same controls to replace flashlight and camera shortcuts on the lock screen. It wasn't clear to me what you could put there. But
any of the same controls that you can add to Control Center,
Any
you can
single
also
one.
use to any of them. You can swap
wow.
out the flashlight or the camera.
And same
I
thing with
actually
the
just
action
tested this.
button.
I just tested this today. Different lock screens can have different buttons on the bottom. And even if you replace the camera button for a different one, like, I don't know, stopwatch, you can still swipe on the lock screen to get to the camera, even if the camera button isn't there.
That's cool. I mean, it's always been weird to me that they've got these two buttons that have like prime time placement on the iPhone, and they're just there, right? What is it? So anyway, let's see. Moving on, Safari. Safari is going to I don't know what version this is. I can never keep track of that. Do they even give it a version number?
I don't care about such things.
Yeah, all right. So it's going to be able to use machine learning to automatically detect relevant information on a web page and highlight it for you, like directions, summaries, quick links to learn more about people, music, movies, and TV shows. Sounds a lot like the way Google already surfaces stuff like that, right, in their quick search results. Reader mode is going to provide a table of contents and helpful summary right next to the article. You might never have to read a full article again. That's great news for web publishers. Let's see. When Safari detects a video on the page, viewer mode puts it front and center while allowing full access to system playback controls like AirPlay and picture-in-picture. I must have crossed my eyes during this part of the presentation. I don't even remember seeing this, but man, I mean, sometimes I go to a web page and I want to watch a video on it. I can't even find the video.
Yeah,
this happens on our website too.
But it's playing
like
somewhere.
So many ads and so much garbage. Anyway, okay. I don't
doing great,
understand why
Lewis.
AirPods Pro is listed here under iOS, but I'll go ahead and talk it anyway. Because I thought this was a totally cool part of this presentation. It took like a minute or whatever. But so AirPods Pro are going to gain the ability to answer calls or reject them by silently nodding or shaking your head. That's
love
awesome.
it, dude. Yeah.
I also love the fact that in the thing in the little stupid demo or whatever it says STFU, like STFU.
Yeah, that was my edit of it. That wasn't in the keynote.
Oh, it wasn't in it.
No.
Oh,
you think TC would let that slide?
You tampered with the video. Oh my God! I take it all back. Griffin dropped an STFU in there. Let's see. That's going to come in handy, if you're on and I've totally understood it. You're on the picture they had was perfect. You're standing on an elevator and somebody calls you, and like you don't want to say, "Oh, sorry, Jim, I can't." I mean, what I would do is just silence the call with my Apple Watch.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's kind of cool. Let's see. Final thing here in this iOS section is the Passwords app, which we, this news broke before the event, but it looks very awesome. Dedicated Passwords app. It's going to work on iOS, iPadOS, and macOS. It basically repackages the iCloud keychain features into a user-friendly interface. Sorry, Dashlane. Sorry, LastPass. I mean, I use Dashlane every day. I use Password Manager for everything. It's life-changing. I still run into people who don't use password managers, and I can't believe it. I hope this encourages everybody to, because it'll be right there in your thing. It sounds like it's going to be free. I didn't hear anything about any pricing, any other stuff costing extra. It just sounds like it's all going to be free, and your iPhone's going to be better than ever. And that's honestly, them making a password manager is that's probably a good thing for humanity.
It's also coming to Windows, Lewis. The app is coming to Windows. Man, I'm excited about that. This is, because you need to manage your Apple passwords on Windows too. Now, they have built some extensions that help you do this on Windows, which are good, and they're slowly making updates to it, but I think this app is long overdue. People have been using Keychain for a long time to figure out what their passwords are. And there is a passwords app or a section within the settings app that you can go to, which I use all the time. But I don't know if people actually know that it's there and actually use it.
No,
so
it's well hidden.
Yeah, it's definitely of less known. So having an app that you can use to manage all your passwords is definitely going to be useful.